Assalamualaikum and welcome back, guys. So today we are going to continue our lesson, and I'm sorry for the late of the coming video because of the Eid Mubarak that we just finished. So let's start with our lesson. So we continue from the previous one. As previous one, we have built also this as the Hajj guideline, Hajj and Umrah guideline. As you can see that we have import all this. We have the picture of the guideline of the Hajj, and this is remember this is just an example of the picture. When we do the real app, so we have to make the picture by our own to make it nice and look professional. So because we don't want to take too long, that's why we just download from the internet of the picture. Okay, let's start. So when you open, you have when you import all this Hajj, you can see that when I open this, you can see this, we have the detail of the page. So what is the next of this? You can see that in the lib we have the model of this module when we have the Hajj and Umrah, and at the same time we also have this asset. You can see that we have all of this, but why you cannot see the picture of this? Because of we don't add the link of the picture inside the pop space yet. The pop space need to identify uh, the image that can read to the Flutter. So let's start. Let me find out what I have done before, so that we don't miss I mean the project that we have built before. All right, let me check. There is something here, maybe. If not, maybe we need to find somewhere else. Let me check. I think it's not here. Let me check homework. I think the homework also is not let's try to see investment. It's not yet. And this one, okay, it's not there. Let me check somewhere else inside this, because actually I have a lot of project. That's why you can see my chat GPT is almost done. Okay, I think it's here. Islamic we have Islamic super app that we have built. So as you can see that the picture is not done yet, because what? Because here we need to also update the UI of the home screen Hajj of the page. So you can see this. Okay, so let me copy this first for the Hajj homepage. This is the, let's try to view, and Hajj homepage is here. Let me try to copy. I think I copy it. So let's try to import the image. Mostly the image is not completed yet. That's why we have to import this into the asset here, the asset of the structure. So let's try. Now I'm going to add this, the Flutter, and we have asset, and then the asset, what is the folder is Hajj. So let's try to copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this and go to the pop space again. So you can see this is what we have to add here. I'm going to copy this. Okay, and move this upward a bit. All right, so let's try to propagate. Okay, the propagate already finished, so let's try to refresh. Is it the image is working or not? Okay, so we have done the refresh. Let's try to see. I think there is something wrong with this. Why it's not working? Let's try to check with the ChatGPT why it's not working. Let's see why the image is not working. The image is not working. Okay, so which means that there is some error of this. Let's try to check. First, I have to rename to make it JPEG, not a PNG. You see that this is not the PNG, so even not the capital letter, so it should be a small letter. And then let's try to see. I think this all has done. Try to see what I need to check is here in the hatch, and you can see that this is all JPEG, and this is all the small letter. But why is not working? Let me try to, maybe I need to clean and then get the pop-up again. Okay, let's try to go to the terminal, and then I'm going to paste the two of the Flutter clean and the Flutter pop get. Let's see how it's work. I'm going to close the running as well, just to see. After that we have to run it again. Okay, now it's complete. Let's try to rerun again to see if it's working or not, because actually we have the controller here, and in the controller itself it has the image. So that's why when we open we have to see not only the description, but also need to have the picture of this. Okay, let's try to see. So it will take a bit time, because when we clean up and try to rerun again, it will take time. But this is because of the project, it's a new project, that's why you can see that it not take too long for this. Okay, now let's try to see. I'm going to open again, and let's see. I think there is something wrong with this. Why it's not working? Because of maybe the detail of this not include the, we have only description. That's why the image is not display. So I'm going to copy this and let the ChatGPT update the code again. That's why you can see that why the image is not working. So here you can see that with the image plus the UI. So now let's try to see. Here we have this, we have the UI and so on. Let's try to see how it works. Okay, we have the asset here. Currently, do we have the asset? Yes, it's not yet. Okay, let's try to add again. Yeah, you can see that now we have the picture of the image. Let's see, we have here the above, we have the dua, and we have this. Actually, the dua is not it is static, because we add this additional of the each detail. But when we do the real of the API and the backend, so we have to separate. It's not all the same dua for all this. So we have this as well. Okay, now all have picture, you can see that. So this is the first step of that, and we are going to also to improve the style inside this. So to improve the UI of this, you have to copy this and do not use the ChatGPT. What you have to use is you have to use DeepShark, because DeepShark is more good on the UI updating. So I'm going to say that improve UI. So you just only try to type only improve the UI, and it will give you the perfect of the UI that you never expect before, because DeepShark is more likely good for the full coding writing. It's not like ChatGPT, because ChatGPT mostly it's more on functioning and less coding. That's why when you try to ask them to write all the coding or improve the UI, they try to minimize the coding writing. So that's why. Let's try to check. I'm going to copy all this generated code and paste it here. So when we paste it here, you can see that there is no error, it's just booming only. So let's try to see. I'm going to save, and then let's try to play. So now you can see that how it's worked. So it looked very professional when we use the deep shark. So this is what we want for this video, and for the next video we are going to continue for the next step and next step for the Hajj and Umrah. Okay, thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my video. Thank you.